What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It is the 11th of October. We're going to take a look here this Friday morning at Aerodrome Finance slash the United States dollar. Currently, we have Aerodrome basically flat. We have Bitcoin. It's actually up a little bit here this morning, just over 0.5%. It's been quiet here for a couple days for Aerodrome. We have the overhead resistance level really holding the price back. So let me go to Bitcoin real quick, guys, and I want to show you. So we had Bitcoin get hit hard the past 2 days again. So we had the lower high take place on the 7th, and then 2 more days with the Wednesday being a pretty nasty day, down like 2.5%. And then we put in a lower low, guys, on the Thursday, the 10th. Today's very quiet. Let me show you something here if you're new to the channel, or just a little confirmation if you've been around a while. Here is Bitcoin. Here is a higher low. Here is a rally up into resistance of a lower high. And boom, here is a pull down as a lower low. So we have a confirmation of a change in trend, which would be to the downside. Now understand that can, right now we have a change in trend to the downside, right? But that can flip, it can flip in one day. That, if we rallied here today and made a new higher high, that would be essentially it. We would start to look for, higher prices. So for now, that's the way it is. Let's also not forget, and then I'll get back to the consolidation here, which is what I want to talk about. Yeah, we're in a, right now a short term, which could lead into a long term downward trend. We're still just within one giant consolidation, So, here is a downtrend here still within this bigger consolidation. That's all we're seeing right here, guys. So let's take a look here. This is what I wanted to show the new and people who've been around a while, just to remind you guys how these levels work. Resistance came in at 3 levels above the market. Support came in at a level below the market before the market got there. Here's resistance again at 62,206 3/4. Here is unbelievable support at 58,910.50. I mean, look. We hit that level and rallied up. And here is what's trying to be also current support at 60,205.47. So that's what we have for Bitcoin. Let's go back to Aerodrome, which is why most of you are here. So Aerodrome, just like those levels, are having an effect on price, on the Bitcoin's price. 128, 129.45 are having a major play here on the overhead resistance, a ceiling of resistance for Aerodrome Finance, guys. Once again, 128 here is very close. This was a high of 127, pulling back. This is the level, okay? Now, this level might not be breached again for a while. We don't know that. There's no guarantee that this market will break out here, If Bitcoin just, wets the bed, as a viewer said, which it did, and it has been the past couple days, and continues to move lower, at some point Aerodrome will crack here and really start to move down. Its relative strength to Bitcoin is kind of unreal right now. It's just holding tight. Excuse me. It's holding tight. It is just looking for an excuse for a green day in Bitcoin for it to just rally. It's holding up very well, but it can only do so for so long, and it will crack, and we'll see the price start to head right down to 106.42. Hey, I'm hoping that doesn't happen, but it's not looking like Bitcoin's getting ready to do anything spectacular for the bulls to the upside. And, this thing's running out of steam here. We need to see some strength come in over to the Bitcoin, and, that will ultimately just add fuel to this thing, and it will take off. But like I said, there's no guarantee that'll happen. And the longer it kind of just plays out doing nothing, especially going down, Aerodrome is going to crack and it's going to start to head lower. 106 for starters, 104, 98, 88, 85. Those are all levels, uh, below the market that we can watch right in this zone here. So that is, what we're in here for it. For the downside, again, we have higher low. This is a lower high. So far, this is still a higher low. We haven't broken the lows yet. We also haven't created another higher high. That's what I see there for this chart here, guys. Again, we're just hanging out in no man's land here. There's nothing going on. We'll see what happens. So to the upside, we've spoken about this in the past couple videos. To the upside, we have, let's get this going here. So to the upside, again, it's all about the 128, the 129 break above those highs there. We have targets, guys, 132.35, 134.0, 144.69, 1, 2, 3, all extremely important, especially that 144.69. If Bitcoin does start to move higher, which it doesn't look like it wants to, okay? I'm just saying, if it does, it's going to give a good excuse for Aerodrome to break out to the upside, and we could be well on our way to 144.69. 132, 134, just as important. But my real target, obviously we'll get past these first, is the 144.69. So, it's just a patience game. We'll see what happens here, but just be aware of the possibilities, both to the upside and to the downside, okay? Bitcoin does not look good right now. So just be aware of what's possible below these markets. And if you're aware of that and realistic, you won't be disappointed in either scenario that ends up playing out here. Let's not forget, from the basically 61 breakout zone to where the current price is, which is $1.18. Aerodrome, 92% in the green. 92% in, let's call it 28 days, roughly 28 days. It's not bad. If you wrapped up your year at 92% in 28 days, and you could consistently do that over time, compound that, you would be, one of the best investors, traders out there. So people are numb to these cryptocurrency moves, okay? I mean, the stock market, 9 to 12% on average over time. I mean, this thing moved 90, right now it's at 92% in less than a month, okay? If the stock market was up 92% in 28 days, that would be unbelievable. So anyways, that's that. Of course, the stock market's not, worth $1.17, but still, it's the percentages here. That's that for Aerodrome, guys. Keep your eyes on that all the way up to 144, down to, 85. We're somewhat in the center here, 44 down to 85. That's going to keep us covered here for at least this evening as we head into this Friday. Let me know your thoughts on Aerodrome Finance down below. Let's also not forget, especially if you're new to the channel, you might not even know this, that 128 is a very important level. It's acted as market resistance in the past, and it's given the Aerodrome Finance a good run for its money right now. We have 3, 4, 5 times or so of resistance at this level. Roll over to Bitcoin real quick. It's up $372. We have nice support down here, like I said, at 58,910. A little bit of support at 60,205. If we rally, keep your eye on 62,206. If we continue to break lower, watch the 58.9. Watch the 55,577. That'll keep us covered here for today. At least I think so. All right, guys. All links down below. I will leave a link down below as well for a video on Hurricane Helene and the people in North Carolina, as well as Florida. Give that a watch and share it far and wide. Thanks, guys.